The Bronze Guardian, Tales of Oba's Legacy. Once upon a time in the great kingdom of Benin, there was a powerful and wise king called Oba Iweka. He ruled with kindness and strength, and his people loved him very much. Oba Iweka had a special bronze statue that protected the kingdom. This statue, known as the Bronze Guardian, stood tall and proud in the center of the palace. It had magical powers and could come to life to protect the kingdom from danger. One sunny day, as the people of Benin were busy with their daily activities, a dark cloud appeared in the sky. It was no ordinary cloud, it was a sign of trouble. The evil sorcerer, Iyase, had returned to the kingdom. Iyase was banished many years ago for trying to take the throne. Now, he was back with a plan to steal the Bronze Guardian and use its power for evil. Oba Iweka called his bravest warriors and told them about the threat. "We must protect the Bronze Guardian at all costs," he said. "Iyase must not get his hands on it." The bravest warrior among them was a young man named Egboje. He was strong, smart, and very loyal to the Oba. Egboje promised the king, "I will protect the Bronze Guardian with my life." That night, while everyone was asleep, Iyase snuck into the palace. He used his dark magic to put the guards to sleep and approached the Bronze Guardian. Just as he was about to touch it, the statue came to life. It glowed brightly and raised its mighty arms. Iyase was shocked, but quickly recovered. He used his magic to fight the Bronze Guardian, but the statue was too strong. The noise of the battle woke Egboje, who rushed to the scene. He saw Iyase and the Bronze Guardian locked in a fierce battle. Without thinking twice, Egboje joined the fight. Together, Egboje and the Bronze Guardian fought bravely against Iyase. The sorcerer used all his tricks, but he could not defeat the combined strength of Egboje and the magical statue. Finally, with a mighty roar, the Bronze Guardian struck Iyase down. The evil sorcerer fell to the ground, defeated and powerless. Oba Iweka and the people of Benin celebrated their victory. The Bronze Guardian was returned to its place of honor, and Egboje was hailed as a hero. The kingdom was safe once again, thanks to the bravery of Egboje and the magic of the Bronze Guardian. From that day on, the people of Benin knew that as long as they had the Bronze Guardian and brave warriors like Egboje, their kingdom would always be protected. But this was not the end of Egboje's adventures. Many more challenges awaited him as the kingdom faced new threats and mysteries. Sometime after the defeat of Iyase, strange things began happening in the kingdom. Animals in the forest started behaving oddly, and crops began to wither without reason. The people were worried and turned to Oba Iweka for help. The king called Egboje and other trusted warriors to investigate. "Something is wrong in the enchanted forest," he said. "Go and find out what it is and bring peace back to our land." Egboje set out with his friends Edi and Osaze. They were also brave warriors and loved their kingdom deeply. The trio journeyed into the heart of the enchanted forest, where trees whispered secrets and the air was thick with magic. As they ventured deeper, they encountered a wise old tortoise named Ozioma. Ozioma spoke slowly but with great wisdom. "The forest is under a curse," he said. "A powerful spirit is angry and causing all this trouble." "How can we lift the curse?" Egboje asked. "You must find the spirit and make peace with it," Ozioma replied. "But beware, it will not be easy." The trio continued their journey, facing many challenges along the way. They crossed raging rivers, climbed steep hills, and fought off wild beasts. But nothing could deter them from their mission. Finally, they reached the center of the forest, where they found the spirit. It was a majestic figure, glowing with an ethereal light. The spirit's eyes were filled with sadness and anger. "Why have you come here?" the spirit demanded. "We have come to make peace," Egboje said. "We want to lift the curse and restore harmony to our land." The spirit listened to their plea and then spoke. "I am the guardian of this forest. Many years ago, your people broke a sacred promise. They took more from the forest than they needed, and now the balance is lost." Egboje bowed his head in sorrow. "We are sorry. We will make things right. Please lift the curse." The spirit's anger softened. "Very well. If you promise to respect the forest and take only what you need, I will lift the curse." Egboje and his friends vowed to honor the spirit's wish. The spirit then lifted its hands, and a wave of magic swept through the forest. The trees stopped whispering, the animals calmed down, and the crops began to grow again. The trio returned to the kingdom, bringing the good news. Oba Iweka and the people rejoiced and held a grand celebration. From that day on, they respected the forest and lived in harmony with nature. A year after the curse was lifted, another challenge arose in the kingdom. A neighboring kingdom, envious of Benin's prosperity, sought to take the throne. They sent a message to Oba Iweka, demanding that he surrender his crown or face war. Oba Iweka was troubled, but refused to give in to their demands. He called Agboje and his warriors once again. "We must defend our kingdom," he said, "but we do not seek war. We must find a way to resolve this peacefully." Agboje and his friends set out to meet the king of the neighboring kingdom. On their way, they encountered a mysterious figure named Olumide. He was a wise man who knew many secrets. "To avoid war, you must find the silver crown," Olumide said. "It is a symbol of peace and power. If you present it to the rival king, he will respect your authority and back down." "Where can we find this silver crown?" Agboje asked. "It lies in the Cave of Echoes, guarded by a fierce dragon," Olumide replied. "But be warned, many have tried and failed." Despite the danger, Agboje and his friends decided to seek the silver crown. They journeyed to the Cave of Echoes, where they found the entrance hidden behind a waterfall. The cave was dark and filled with eerie sounds, but they pressed on. Inside, they faced many trials. They solved ancient riddles, navigated through narrow tunnels, and avoided deadly traps. Finally, they reached the heart of the cave where the dragon lay sleeping. The dragon was massive, with scales that glimmered in the dim light. Agboje knew they could not defeat it by force. Instead, he used his wits. He found a small enchanted flute and played a soothing melody. The dragon stirred but did not wake. The melody calmed it, and the dragon fell into a deeper sleep. With the dragon asleep, Agboje carefully took the silver crown from its resting place. The crown was beautiful, with intricate designs and a radiant glow. They quickly but quietly left the cave, making their way back to the kingdom. Agboje presented the silver crown to Oba Iweka, who then met with the rival king. When the rival king saw the crown, he was awestruck. He bowed in respect and withdrew his demands, agreeing to live in peace. Once again, the kingdom was safe, thanks to Agboje's bravery and wisdom. The people celebrated with great joy, knowing that peace had been restored. One day, a beautiful but mysterious woman named Osaruge arrived in the kingdom. She wore a stunning golden necklace that shimmered in the sunlight. Osaruge claimed to be a traveler seeking refuge. Oba Iweka welcomed her warmly, offering her a place to stay. However, strange things began to happen soon after her arrival. Valuable items started disappearing from the palace, and whispers of a curse spread through the kingdom. Agboje, ever vigilant, decided to investigate. He noticed that Osaruge often wandered the palace at night, always wearing her golden necklace. He grew suspicious and decided to follow her one night. To his surprise, he saw Osaruge sneaking into the treasury room. She used her necklace to cast a spell, making the treasures disappear. Agboje confronted her, and she revealed her true identity. "I am a sorceress from a distant land," Osaruge confessed. "I seek power and riches, and your kingdom is full of both." Agboje tried to capture her, but she used her magic to escape. She fled into the night, leaving the kingdom in chaos. Oba Iweka was devastated by the betrayal and the loss of the treasures. Determined to right the wrong, Agboje set out to find Osaruge and recover the stolen treasures. He traveled far and wide, facing many dangers and challenges. He crossed deserts, climbed mountains, and sailed across vast oceans. Finally, he reached Osaruge's lair, hidden deep in a dark forest. The lair was guarded by fierce creatures, but Agboje fought bravely. He overcame the guards and entered the lair, where he found Osaruge. Agboje confronted her once again, but this time he was prepared. He had learned a counterspell from a wise old woman he met on his journey. He recited the spell, and the golden necklace lost its power. Osaruge was defeated, and the stolen treasures reappeared. Agboje returned to the kingdom with the treasures. The people were overjoyed, and Oba Iweka praised Agboje for his bravery and determination. The kingdom was once again safe, and peace was restored. Years passed, and Agboje grew older. He continued to protect the kingdom, always ready to face any threat. But one day, a new danger emerged. A powerful and malevolent spirit, long trapped in the underworld, found a way to escape. It sought revenge on the kingdom that had imprisoned it. The spirit unleashed chaos, causing storms, earthquakes, and plagues. The people were terrified, and Oba Iweka knew they needed the Bronze Guardian once again. However, the Bronze Guardian had become inactive over the years. Its magic had faded, and it no longer moved. Oba Iweka called Egboje and said, "We need to restore the Bronze Guardian's power. Only then can we defeat this spirit." Egboje set out on his final journey. He sought the help of the river goddess Osun, who had the power to restore the Guardian's magic. He traveled to the sacred river and prayed to the goddess. Osun appeared, her beauty and grace unmatched. "Why do you seek my help?" she asked. "We need to restore the Bronze Guardian's power to save our kingdom," Egboje replied. Osun agreed to help, but set a condition. "You must prove your worth by completing 3 tasks. Only then will I grant your request." Egboje accepted the challenge. His first task was to retrieve a rare flower that grew on a mountain guarded by a giant eagle. He climbed the mountain and faced the eagle, using his bravery and skill to outsmart the creature and pick the flower. His second task was to gather water from a hidden spring in the heart of the desert. He navigated the treacherous sands and found the spring, filling a sacred vessel with the precious water. The final task was the most difficult. He had to capture the shadow of the moon. With the help of the wise tortoise Ozioma, he crafted a special net and waited for the full moon. When the moon was at its highest, he cast the net and caught its shadow. Osun was pleased with Egboje's success. She blessed the flower, the water, and the shadow, and used them to restore the Bronze Guardian's magic. The Guardian came to life once more, its bronze body glowing with renewed energy. Egboje returned to the kingdom with the Guardian. Together they faced the malevolent spirit. The battle was fierce, but with the Guardian's power and Egboje's courage, they defeated the spirit and banished it back to the underworld. The kingdom was saved, and peace was restored once again. Oba Iweka and the people celebrated Egboje's bravery and the Guardian's return. They knew that as long as they had the Bronze Guardian and heroes like Egboje, the kingdom of Benin would always be protected. Years passed, and Egboje continued to protect the kingdom. He was loved and respected by all. The stories of his bravery and adventures were told to children, inspiring them to be courageous and kind. The kingdom flourished under the wise rule of Oba Iweka and the protection of the Bronze Guardian. Egboje knew that he would not live forever, so he trained many young warriors to follow in his footsteps. He taught them the importance of bravery, wisdom, and loyalty. These young warriors admired Egboje and aspired to be like him. They promised to protect the kingdom with all their might. One peaceful evening, Egboje felt his time had come. He gathered the young warriors and spoke to them. "The time has come for me to rest," he said. "But remember, the true strength of a warrior lies in his heart. Protect our kingdom and always stand for what is right." With those words, Egboje peacefully passed away. The entire kingdom mourned the loss of their hero, but they also celebrated his life and legacy. The young warriors he trained took an oath to continue his work, ensuring the safety and prosperity of the kingdom. The kingdom of Benin continued to thrive, with the Bronze Guardian standing as a symbol of protection and strength. The stories of Egboje's bravery and the magical adventures were passed down through generations, keeping his spirit alive in the hearts of the people. The people of Benin learned many valuable lessons from Egboje's adventures. They understood the importance of respecting nature, seeking peace over conflict, and the power of unity. These lessons helped the kingdom remain strong and united. The Bronze Guardian continued to watch over the kingdom, ever vigilant and ready to protect. Its presence reassured the people and reminded them of the magical bond they shared with their land and their heritage. The Guardian became a symbol of hope and resilience. As time went on, the kingdom grew even stronger. New leaders emerged, inspired by the tales of Egboje and the Bronze Guardian. They worked together to build a future filled with prosperity, peace, and happiness. The kingdom of Benin became known far and wide for its wisdom and strength. Even though Egboje was no longer with them, his spirit lived on. The people often felt his presence, guiding them in times of need. They believed that as long as they remembered his teachings, they would always have a guardian angel watching over them. The Bronze Guardian, now fully restored, became an eternal protector of the kingdom. Its magical powers remained strong, and it continued to be a source of strength and inspiration for the people. The Guardian's story was etched into the history of Benin. The Kingdom of Benin stood as a beacon of hope and resilience. The legacy of Oba Iweka, Egboje, and the Bronze Guardian was celebrated every year with grand festivals and storytelling. These events reminded the people of their rich heritage and the importance of bravery and unity. The young warriors trained by Egboje grew into wise and powerful leaders. They carried forward his legacy, ensuring that the kingdom remained strong and protected. They taught their children the same values of courage, wisdom, and loyalty. And so, the story of Egboje and the Bronze Guardian lived on. It was a story that never ended, inspiring new generations to be brave, wise, and kind. The Kingdom of Benin flourished, a testament to the strength and resilience of its people and their unbreakable spirit.